Hi folks, Jason Webster here. Welcome to this episode of Inside PTI. Hey, today we're in the pump house at the PTI farm. This is a pretty important spot for us here at the farm because this is where all of our irrigation takes place. We have the opportunity here at the PTI farm. We are blessed to have the opportunity to do irrigation. We built a recycling of rainwater reservoir here at the farm to give us the ability to irrigate our crops when we are dry during the summertime. Now, the question is, did we need to irrigate a lot this year? Well, our total rainfall during the months of June, July, August, and the first 2 weeks of September totaled 7 3/4 inches of rain. That's it. There were some really nice rains around us. We kind of saw them. We could almost smell them in some cases, but we didn't get the heavy rain events here during the growing season. So, seeing that, we had to irrigate, and this is kind of where we live in the summertime. This is where we bring the water in. We clean it through these Netafim filters. These are sand filters. We clean the water, and we send it out to our Netafim drip tape. We're working with the folks at NutriDrip and Netafim for this system out in the field, and it gives us the ability to irrigate our crops, especially when we really need it, when we're dry. We also have the ability to fertigate in this pump house. Also a pretty unique system here that, you know, we can soil test, we can tissue test the crop and find out, okay, what does the crop need nutrition wise, and I can add that nutrition in to the water that we're sending out to the field. So the water is a carrier. Yes, we need water to give the corn or soybeans a drink, but I can also put fertilizer in to feed the crop as well. Now I want to show you what the water level looks like in our reservoir when we are full. Here you're looking at a picture of what our reservoir looks like when we are full of water. Now typically this happens in the springtime. We get nice spring rains, and we fill this reservoir up with field tile. So we come in, we put tile in to improve our soils drainage ability, but we don't send that water to the river system. We put it in a reservoir right here at the PTI farm. It's a tremendous way of recycling rainwater. But today I want to show you the differences of what our reservoir looks like before the growing season of irrigation and then where we are at today. Okay, so today as we film this, we are October 4th, and I want to show you some of the differences. So again, here you see a picture of what the reservoir looks like when we are full of water. Now, again, I mentioned we only had 7 3/4 inches of rain this summer, so we had to irrigate quite a bit. Still calculating some of the rain totals. As a matter of fact, we're still irrigating today, believe it or not, on some of the later planted corn that we have. But I want to take you out to the reservoir and show you what it looks like today after a season of irrigating here at the PTI farm. All right, here we are. It's October 4th, and I'm standing in the bottom of the reservoir. You can see how low the water level is. As I walk up, kind of shows you a number of a couple things. Number one, it shows you how deep this reservoir is, how much water we can hold, but it shows you how much we've used. You know, this thing was full June 1st, and we've consumed all this water through the growing season, and just puts things into perspective on how precious water is. We needed it to get through the growing season for our trials here at the PTI farm, and we did use it, we did. But you can see the level here is awful low. This is the lowest level I've had in this reservoir since we've been at the PTI farm and had this system in place. This is the lowest level I've had. This is where we bring water out of the reservoir to go to the pump house to clean the water and then send it out to our drip irrigation or Netafim drip tape out in the field. But this shows you how low this reservoir is. I still have water to this pipe. We are continuing to irrigate. I'm almost done though. We've actually started harvest. We've got a little bit of corn done here at the farm, but we got some late planted corn. We're still trying to finish just a bit. But the point is, I didn't run out of water. I still have water left. As I said earlier, this is the lowest this reservoir has ever been, but I've got about a day of water left, and that's it. So today's Inside PTI agronomy tip of the day is water is precious. And it's great when we can get rainfall, you know, when we get it for free. Mother Nature gives it to us. It's a wonderful feeling to get that nice inch of rain to feed that crop. But when we don't get the rain, We've got a backup plan here at the PTI farm where we can bring recycled rainwater back in and continue to feed our crop even if we don't get a rain. It's all about taking control. It's about taking risk out of farming. Yes, this is a lot of work. Yes, this was expensive to put in. As we keep track of the costs and the payback of having a system like this, we're at a break even of about 9.5 years on this whole system of putting the tile in, building the reservoir. And so this is a long-term sustainability plan here to take control and remove some of the variability from the PTI farm. What do I mean by that is, well, if it doesn't rain, I want to be able to supply water so I can get good data out in the field. Yes, I want high yield. Yes, obviously every grower wants that. But here at this farm, we've got a lot of data, a lot of research trials, and I don't want to lose them. I don't want to have bad data because of the variability of not getting rain and having drought. Or remember, my tile is feeding this reservoir, and when I'm wet, that tile's working to get that water away, to bring oxygen back into the soil. And there's a lot of good things happening with this, but we're taking control of water. When we're too dry, I can put water out, but when we're too wet, I can take the water out and just hold it temporarily until I need to use it again. It's a really neat system, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like today, give you an inside look at what is going on here at the PTI farm and what the reservoir at the PTI farm looks like today. That's all the time we have for this episode of Inside PTI. Thanks so much for watching. Again, if you've got any questions about what we're doing here at the PTI farm, you can do one of two things. One, reach out to any Precision Planting Premier dealer, or you can send me an email at InsidePTI@precisionplanting.com. We'll see you on the next episode of Inside PTI. Thanks for watching.